Hopefully everyone will see the beacon as it goes out.
All right, we are live now. For all of you non-watchers out there, for all you people not watching us yet. So, yeah, this monumental occasion when Bussy's smooth ass face.
You know you like it.
Oh my God!
I saw like the little tent pole, you know, and your pants start to get a little bit taller whenever I came on. Had to readjust.
Yeah.
Well, Josh, I think
you look like a woman.
I think the real shock would have been if we came back from our hiatus and your beard was gone.
Oh, geez, yeah. No, that's not going to happen.
Yeah, well, it was a complete accident. Like I was sitting there trimming it up, just trying to shape it a little bit, you know, try to like bring the sides in a little bit and even it up. And I would get like, you know, I'd take my trimmers and I'd be like going down one side, you get to the other side, and then you look and it'd be uneven. And you go, well, son of a bitch. Then you start on the other side and work your way down. And then it was like, it just kept working its way side by side until finally I was like, oh,
you know how you avoid that? You just let it run rampant.
Yeah, just fucking let it fly.
Or let a pro do it. One or the other.
Yeah.
Grizzly Adams.
That's right.
Yeah,
hey, Samson. Hey, Samson, you there?
Yeah, man. Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you. Yeah. I just want to tell you, congratulations, man. I'm very proud of you with the workout regime.
Appreciate it.
I'm
trying really hard to not be a disgusting fat body anymore.
Well, I'm pulling for you because, I don't like it when my belly rubs on your belly when I'm like entering you from behind. You know?
No, that's no good, dude. That's gay.
Yeah.
I'm just wondering how your belly
real gay
if you're behind.
Next year at Adepticon, I want to be able to get to that sweet meats, them sweet meats.
Oh, sweet meats.
Oh, sweet meats.
He wants all of
Smeats, if you will.
The Smeats, yes.
The Smeats.
Smeats.
Fucking disgusting. Fucking disgusting.
You don't even know. I haven't even begun to get disgusting.
Yeah.
Yeah, after such a long hiatus, I'm sure there's a lot of disgusting shit built up.
Oh, David bought his Heresy Camp ticket last week.
Damn it.
Good stuff.
Hey, Josh, do we have to buy one of those if we're like counselors?
Yeah, I think so.
Oh, man.
Yeah, I know. We don't get no break. It's like, I'm like, so like, I mean, what's the action coming my way? And Monty's like, fuck, whatever. Monty's like, I'm the only one with the free ticket here. Freaking Samson's teaching the class. He pays. I was like, damn.
Wow.
Yup.
Yeah, we all pay.
It'll be worth it, though.
We're like fucking it. We all float down here.
Oh, God damn it.
What? Get your penis caught in the extractor?
No. Shit.
Hey.
No, I just broke my fucking ramrod.
Excuse me? Yeah, that happened to me once.
Turned out it was just bruised.
Team Ramrod?
No, this son of a bitch is broke. Because it's a cheap piece of shit.
So I've done that. Like the brass cleaning rod. Oh yeah.
Yeah.
So we
All right. So.
pretty. We had an event in Dallas. Yeah, we're tying the knot in September. Yeah, no. We went to an event in Dallas. Was it 2 weeks now? A week? How long has it been? Pretty.
Hey, I dropped out. So say it again.
The event we went to in Dallas, was it last weekend?
Yeah, last weekend.
Last weekend.
Well, so actually, what's today? So weekend before last, because I worked last weekend. So it's coming up on 2 weeks ago.
It's coming up on 2 weeks. Yeah.
Yeah. Warhammer weekend.
Yeah, they put on an event like a weekender in Dallas. They were supposed to collaborate with the opening of the new Warhammer Citadel, but that didn't happen. They were running a little behind, but they did put on a pretty good event. You know, I mean, for it being last minute heresy style, you know, I was like, yeah, you guys had a pretty good turnout. You know, of course, it was all our people which is nice. When you go to an event and it's like, hey, it's like everybody,
Yeah, we do a lot of dudes there, but I think I met a lot of new guys also.
Yeah,
which was nice. But I think for them originally not planning a Heresy event and then planning it after the Heresy community was like, hey, you guys need to do this. Yeah, I was pretty happy with it. 22 players I think showed.
Yeah.
So
we had more players in the 30K event track than they had in the 40K tournament track, which is pretty nice.
Good thing.
Yeah.
That's fucking awesome.
Yeah, they were Mick and Morgan. Those dudes were really, really impressed with the Heresy turnout and the passion that the community brought to the event. And it showed because they announced today that they're running. So when the Citadel does open, date not given yet, but when it does open, they're actually going to be doing a Estevan 5 event.
Which is super exciting.
Yes. Yeah. Super
yeah.
cool. So those dudes were definitely paying attention, and I'm excited to see where it goes, man. It's going to be a lot of fun. I look forward to going up there and seeing everybody again, and hopefully seeing some more dudes from the community.
Well, I got to tell you, they brought in these two guys to run the Dallas store, and one of them was from Tennessee. Mick was from Tennessee, and I was like, I plugged Black Label Painting. I was like, man, if you're from Tennessee, man,
thanks, guy.
You gotta get up in that. You know what I'm saying? Samson's like the
I think
man.
he said he had been in it.
The man at the planet, like he'd been in deep, deep, so deep. Put Samson's sleep. Yeah,
it's around.
Oh yeah. So anyway, but and then the other guy, Morgan, was from South Carolina, I think.
Yeah, one of those East Coast states.
Yeah, but by the end of it all, Morgan was already talking about starting a World Eaters army, 30K style, and they're selling Forge World. So you guys in the Dallas area, or in the North Texas area, South Oklahoma or Kansas, that y'all are just a hop, skip, and a jump away from some Forge World goodness. The second brick and mortar, I think they said, in the whole world that's selling Forge World.
What's the pricing structure going to be? Do we know yet?
Well, at the event, so Alfarius on the website came out to 93 US. At the event, he was 117 US.
So, but that 93 is before VAT, right?
Yeah, but no, actually, that was all in. That was 93 minus, not counting shipping.
You know what though? I'll be honest with you. I did spend a little cash. I ordered Ryza pattern Lehman Russ, which I really didn't need, but after
you get caught up in the excitement. I mean,
oh yeah, it's like it was there. It's not like I walked away with it either. That's what's kind of shitty. It's like I could have ordered it from the website, got it cheaper, But I was like, you know what? I'm gonna support these guys. They're starting to, I mean, it is a big step to actually have a place in the U.S., not to mention Texas, that's selling Forge World product. I mean,
I think they're going to be successful at it because, just speaking for myself, if I am there and there's something I want, honestly, I'll pay it. It's the same at Adepticon. Something you really want, and they come out with it there. You know what? I'm just going to pay it. And yeah, you might pay 20 or 25 bucks more for that item, depending on what it is. But it's an instant gratification piece, which I definitely understand that.
Or if you absolutely have to buy a Sakaran Venator because you left yours at home.
Exactly. Yeah, that sort of stuff does happen. And then you don't use it in the event because you're embarrassed to play Bear Plastic, and so you borrow a Demos laser destroyer, or laser vindicator that's fully painted that matches your army. So it works out.
Oh yeah, I mean, because it would be downright travesty to play an unpainted piece in your 30K army.
You don't do it. I just don't. So let's pause. Let's hit the pause button on Warhammer Weekend for a second. Let me just ask you guys. I know Josh and I were talking about this. Let me poll Bussy and Samson. So if you are thinking about going to an event,
yep,
and you find out a few weeks before that they are actually decided to relax the painting standards.
Yep.
They are not requiring fully painted. How would that affect your decision to go or not to go to the event?
I would probably go, but I would have all my shit painted.
I would go with a stack full of business cards.
Yeah, good call. Good call.
Be like, your shit looks like shit.
Like, yeah, like, I got you, bro. I got you. Here you go.
If you want to step up to the big boy status, in case you haven't noticed, everybody else's shit is painted.
Like the way I look at it is that it's my personal decision, right? That I'm not going to play an event with unpainted shit.
Right.
So what I would do is I would go, and I'm still going to have my shit painted because I don't care what they say. And then when people with unpainted shit show up, they're going to see my fully painted shit
and be like, "Damn, I wish
maybe I can exactly. Maybe I can influence them to go. You know what? Next time." Because that's really what triggered. Like used to when I played 40K, and even when I started getting into 30K, I played with unpainted shit. But so did the guy across the table from me. It wasn't no big deal.
Right.
Well, it was so hard to keep up with the Joneses with 40K. It was like, my new formation. I need 5 battle wagons. Fuck, but I don't. Who's got that? And the next week after that, it's like, oh, that formation sucks because the Eldar just released something that stomps the shit out of it.
Well, it was one of those things that it was nice, but it wasn't a priority. Where now, it's like once I started showing up, and I learned, the expectation is that all my my opponent, he's gonna have all painted shit, and if I show up without painted shit, I'm gonna look like a dill hole. So.
Well, with that beard.
No.
Or lack thereof.
Don't you worry, he'll be back.
You know what? You kind of remind me of Alfarius in Legion.
Oh,
Yeah, if I could get a signed Legion book for you.
Yeah.
I need to work on that.
Yeah, that's exactly what I need.
Be like, I need
some more toilet paper for the house.
Oh,
now you sound like Josh and Gap Thorpe.
Oh my God!
The only difference is that Gap Thorpe actually writes good books.
What?
Hello.
What?
Yeah, he does actually. Like, with the exception of the Dark Angels books.
Dude, the Dark Angel books are some of my favorites.
Dark Angles? You would like those.
The Dark Angles.
No, I hate Dark Angels, but I love their novels. I think their novels are good.
You're all about the Dark Angles and Gap Thorpe. Like,
Dark Angles.
The Dangles.
Man, Wesley, you've lost so many cool points in my book. Shit. Like, you lose the beard, and all of a sudden you're a Gap Thorpe fan. God damn it.
I will tell you, Bussy's now listening to metal.
Bussy's not listening to metal?
Now. He is now listening to metal.
Oh, is he now?
Yeah, JP and I have been giving him metal suggestions for his drive to work.
Oh, my God. JP?
Oh, yeah.
JP's like a fucking time bomb, man. I think that dude's going to fucking explode. Like, sometimes I think he's going to vibrate so hard that, like, he'll cause a cataclysm or maybe a rift in the space-time continuum.
He's just very passionate about things.
He is. I love the guy, man. Shit, he is the only thing about Canada that I can stand.
You don't like Canadian bacon?
Ham?
Yeah.
Oh, I love ham.
Yeah, I love ham too.
Oh shit!
It's just
fancy. You mean the John Candy movie?
Yeah, that's exactly the John Candy movie.
Rhea Perlman was in that. Anyway,
that's
so
what hear about.
So let's
just think about her and Danny DeVito like bumping uglies.
No, I'd rather not.
I'm thinking about it right now
because that happened a lot.
Well, yeah, I would like to say that at some point she was probably super hot, but
no. Go watch Cheers.
No, I know. I watched Cheers when it was on back in the day. I recall. So what were you about to say, Josh?
What was I about to say? I was about to say Space fucking Force.
Space Force.
Space Force assemble. Shit. That's what I'm talking about.
So So you're pretty sure that Trump saw something in the webway. Is that what I'm
understanding?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. I mean, like, it's like, okay, who's going to tell him about Area 51? You know, because he came in the office. He's like, look, I want to know everything. I need to know about Area 51. Let's start with that. You know, and they're like, oh, we'll just kind of hold him off with all these like negative comments and shit. And then all of a sudden it's like, all right, he's like, look, we're crossing over the desert. Let's pull over here, check out this Area 51. And finally, like 500 days into his term, it's like, all right, I guess we got to show him. Fuck. So they took him to Area 51, and it's like, oh, fuck that. We're building a Space Force.
We need us a Space Force.
We need us a Space
This shit is real.
Yeah, right? I mean, it's like, that shit ain't happening. You know? I'll tell you what, man. I mean, because we'd be dumb not to think that, you know, I mean, if there's that much secret around it, you know what I'm saying? I mean, it's about time we have ourselves a Space Force, a planetary defense force, a PDF, if you will.
That's it.
So do you think they're going to issue Space Force las guns, or do you think they're going to do them one better?
That would be the first thing I do. I would like, we need to increase our weaponry. You know, something that could disrupt, like, you know, molecular shit on a molecular level. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't want to kill it. I want to like fuck it up.
You want some of that like first Captain America movie disintegration gun kind of shit.
Exactly.
No, you're saying Volkites. That's what you're saying. Start with Volkites.
Oh fuck yeah! Like all Volkite all day long. Volkite.
Why is it that the guy? Okay, just talking about like those kind of like disintegration guns. Like when those motherfuckers are getting blown the fuck up by Hydra in the first Captain America movie, why does that terrify me more than just like getting killed the regular way? Like, why is it the fact that my body ceases to exist as we know it? Like I just blink and disappear. Why is that worse than getting shot in the face?
Here's the thing. I'm gonna straight up tell you, right? Like, I mean, this comes to the basis of all military shit. Like, okay, let's go back to like Game of Thrones days, right? Damn, hold on, Bussy. I think you have less hair on your head than you have on your face. Bend down again. Let's see it. You need to stop wearing them hats, buddy.
Now the key is that the one day, like when the last hair finally falls off, nobody will know because I've just been wearing a hat. And
yeah, you were like, I've been bald this whole time.
Yeah, it's fine.
So no, this comes out like you watch those guys like on the field of battle, right? And like, okay, so you got like chainmail on and shit like that. And you're like, okay, chainmail, you know, I mean, it offers some protection, but like, okay, so you get hit with like a club, right? That sucks, you know. And I was thinking, oh man, club. You know, I'd rather get hit with a club than like an axe, right? Or like a sword or something. I'd rather get run through with a sword than get hit with a fucking axe. You know what I'm saying? Because like, oh, the axe fucking breaks your arm, or if it cuts through the fucking metal, it cuts your arm off, or it cleaves you at the neck, or some shit like that. I mean, imagine having to pull the axe out. That sucks, right? But like, you know, I was thinking, oh man, I'd rather get hit with a club to death. But after watching fucking Walking Dead, fuck that shit.
That'd be brutal.
It's like, oh my god. So I mean, I think there's worse ways to go. I mean, like, and this leads me to the whole, would you rather, right? Would you rather get hit with an axe, or would you rather get hit with a chainsaw? Like, I mean, come on, right? You know?
I'll take the axe all day long.
I mean, I take you know, you take that.
Fuck that.
Yeah, fuck chainsaw. You know, so you think like chain axes or chain swords or shit like that. Like that's gotta fucking suck, right? As it's chewing through your fucking armor into your fucking testicles, you know, because somebody did that fucking, you know, move.
Oh yeah, straight up, yeah, from fucking nuts to through the gut up to the fucking chin, yeah.
Right, because I mean, you're not hitting any vital organs. I mean, vital, yes, the dick. You know what I'm saying? But like,
pretty damn vital.
That's the most vital organ.
Yeah, I would argue that is the vitalist.
Yeah, but it's not going to kill you. You know what I'm saying? Like the dick is not going to kill you. So it's like, you know, like you remember in like The Running Man where he, like Arnold Schwarzenegger takes the chainsaw and it's and he's like the saw is a part of me. Now I'm going to make it a part of you. He's like, yes, all right, keep it. And he like fucking turns it up, and it's like a slow motion, like right up into the crotch, right? So you know he's like getting his balls and dick cut off, and then his like guts and shit for a good 30 seconds before it actually hits like a vital organ that'll actually kill you. You know what I'm saying? I mean, if you don't pass out from the fucking just terror of getting your junk chewed off with a chainsaw, like, you know?
Well, I think that's why, like chain weapons, it's as much psychological as anything else. You see a bunch of 8-foot tall superhumans with chain weapons running at you. It's probably a lot scarier than the same dudes running at you with power swords
or bolters. You know what I'm saying? Like I tell you what, that's probably what makes Wool Eaters so much scarier than like Palatine blades. You know what I'm saying? Like, oh, okay, oh look, these guys are coming at me with swords. That's gonna suck if I get hit with a sword. But at least it's a power weapon. It's gonna fucking cauterize. Maybe I'll live. But fucking no, man, chain axe. Oh, it's like this is brutally dying for like 30 seconds.
Hang on. Part of me also thinks that's the sound that Josh makes when he gets a blowjob.
Yeah. Well,
that's the O face right there.
I like to call it the little deaths.
Yeah, I think that was Josh's O face you guys just saw.
He just got a case of the Trimmers.
So,
yeah, I don't know. I'd much rather get hit with something like a Volkite that's just gonna like incinerate you.
Or like a glass cannon. Yeah, to blow me the fuck away with
But like then there's nothing, I don't know, but something like about a Volkite or something like that just literally lights you on fire and burns you. Then there's like nothing left of you to bury. And I don't know, I don't sit real good with that.
Oh yeah, let's scoop you up with a freaking dustpan. You know what I'm saying? Oh, yeah. Give me one of the manure shovels. Oh yeah, here's Bussy, man. It's like
I'm just fucking gone. Like there's not
like a wet vac situation.
Like scoop him up with a shovel. It's cool. Like fucking.
No, I agree. Have you guys ever watched that TV show, The Colony?
No.
Long story short, aliens come to Earth. Blah blah. Well, so to me, like watching, I totally get what Bussy's saying, because out of all the shit that happens on the show, the most frightening, like seeming thing to me and to the characters is like getting hit with like the aliens. Like they have these Volkite type weapons.
Yeah.
And it's like bzzz, and there's a burst of blood and viscera, and your body is literally gone.
Yeah. Well, it's like
there's just a red splash everywhere.
That sounds like the best way to go, man.
Like y'all saw Cowboys and Aliens, right?
Yeah.
Terrible fucking movie. Anyway.
But like, think about it. Like, if the aliens would have just killed his wife, I think that'd have been one thing. But she fucking like just gone.
Yeah.
And it's a totally different psychological
I don't know.
thing.
I think it's more horrifying to see than actually have it happen. You know what I'm saying?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, agreed.
Yeah, like if I was in the car with Josh and he got hit with a Volkite, I'd be scarred for that shit, man.
Wait, right. Would I be driving or would I be riding in the passenger side?
You'd probably be riding the passenger seat.
Okay, then. I was gonna say, because I was driving, you probably won't last too much longer. Like after that,
Yeah, we'd end up like that fucking semi missing the back.
Oh my God! Yeah, we
did.
We did see some shit on the way back from Dallas. Yep.
Yeah. Hey, let's take a second. We got some folks in the chat that's starting to pick up a little bit.
All right, yeah, Colt Johnson.
Man, Colt Johnson, he's come back from his I haven't heard from that dude since the last stiff.
I'll tell you what, man. When I saw Colt Johnson, immediately I thought porn. Yeah, that's it. Like it's just so good.
That is
definitely a porn name.
That's the best porn name, Colt Johnson.
Well, I think he's tied. There's a dude here in Texas. His name is Stetson Welburn.
Ooh.
And if your name is Stetson, I think you're also geared up for.
You know what he said? No. If your name's Stetson Wilburn, you sound like you're a soap opera star.
Like you should be like one of those.
Like you should be on fucking Dallas.
Stetson Wilburn. or porn.
Yeah, or porn, both.
We've also got Garrett Lowe. We've got David. We've got Chris Lemke just popped in. Yeah, so we got dudes coming back. They're starting to see like.
Oh yeah, man! They've been waiting. Like that makes me feel good. Like they're like our fans, like our base. What do you call it? Our listener base.
Sure.
Yeah, our listener base. Like y'all guys are the best. The best.
Yeah, I agree. 150%.
Oh yeah.
Good to be back.
My brother's coming. He's going to come back too, but he's working tonight. This was a bad week for him, but we had to come talk about the Dallas event, and hobby progress and all the things that you guys miss. Makes us great,
Talking about porn and getting vaporized and
my penis,
Josh's O face.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
The important things.
Yeah. So man, the week. So we started off talking about the Weekender event, Warhammer Weekend, and Josh was there the whole weekend. I unfortunately had to work on Saturday and did not arrive until early Sunday morning.
Yeah, man. I got to hang out by the pool. I got to enjoy the gaming area. I got to have dinner at the bar. And talk to Josh Korich was there. I got to
Barth.
see Barth was there. Barth, hey, hats off to fucking Barth, man.
I knew you were going to say this.
I don't know, Samson. Have you talked to Barth lately? Oh my God, this dude
kind of like distant. What's going on?
Man, I don't know if you've talked to him, but man, next time you see him, give him a big thumbs up and a wet sloppy kiss. Well, I actually gave him a wet sloppy kiss.
Yeah, Josh did.
But it was only because he had this super, super hot girlfriend with him. Like I was like, Barth, is this your sister? And he's like, no, this is my girlfriend. I was like, holy shit. I said, man, if she wasn't here, I'd be kissing you on the mouth right now. And she's like, don't let me stop you. So I kissed him on the mouth. And I think, yeah, so I did, right? So I was like, and sometimes I forget that, I'm still a biker, but like, biker events and Warhammer events shouldn't collide. You know what I'm saying?
Hang on, Josh. So we're talking about this in the truck, and this got me to thinking. I never really thought about biker events where these big burly biker guys are kissing each other on the mouth. That totally like revamps my thoughts of how biker events went down.
Well, don't take don't take this out of context.
Well, isn't that what you guys just heard? I mean, am I imagining that?
That sounds like the kind of biker stuff that you see on the internet.
Like the Blue Oyster Bar, the Blue Oyster Bar.
Leather.
It was a big a shock value thing that
No, it's totally cool. We just we go, we hang out, we drive to Sturgis, and then we just start making out, take off our chaps. Like it's a good time.
For the record, I don't wear chaps. I go straight raw. Yeah, it's straight raw. No chaps, assless chaps.
Pull over here where all the bikers do it.
Right.
Yeah, we saw all the Dallas dudes were up there. That was pretty cool. The Lone Star Legion guys. Just a lot of people saw Stephen Farthing and Johnny Miller, who I met at Adepticon this past year. That was pretty cool to run into those dudes again. Man, just a great group of guys. Met some new people also, which was pretty nice.
Hey, so I gotta ask you, right? Like, y'all being 30K guys, I have another question, like consensus thing. You know what I'm saying? Like, if you were gonna play in a 1,500 point match. Okay, 1,500 point match, and you're like, okay, it's 30K, 30K, 1,500 point match. It's like, so would you like take a Profirin knight as a troop choice? I mean, you kind of, that's a dick move, right? I mean, it's not just me, right? I mean, a lot of people thought it, but it was like,
I think the look on our face when we saw it. Because I knew going into it, there were some posts on the Facebook page that somebody was bringing a knight or a knight list, I should say.
List, right.
And so I was thinking, I was like, yeah, you'll see some of the Beetleback knights, some GW knights, maybe have a Forge World knight or two in there to round it out. And then you get there, and I will tell you, this guy's knights are beautifully painted. But we see a fucking Profirin, and I'm thinking, I was like, first off, I hope to God I don't have to play that guy because at 1,500 points, I've got fuck all that can handle a Profirin.
Right.
But nobody did.
Nobody could fuck with that knight. He won the tournament, obviously. But I mean, if you start off a match with, man, I'm sorry. No, you're not. You're not fucking sorry. You know what I'm saying?
You run it for a reason.
you just want to like it makes me want to put together like the biggest dick list and just keep it in reserve in my 1520. You know what I'm saying? Like, oh, that's what you're playing with? Sure thing, no problem. Yeah, and just whip out, my dick list and say, hey, let's see who's got the biggest fucking nuts here. You know what I'm saying? No, you won the fucking bonus plan here. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna rip your perfiring out of your asshole.
That inspired me. After that, I came home, ordered 2 more termites and Secretary hoplites.
Yeah, those fucking that's the way to go. Those hoplites.
We call that the go fuck you buses.
Yeah.
Yeah. So that will be in the back pocket if that shit like that pops up again.
Right. I mean, I didn't even think about it, but Mechanicum would be ideal for fucking dealing with that shit. You know what I'm saying?
Well, yeah, with the right build, the list I took. If I could get up close and melt a bombing to death.
No, I'm talking like haywire.
No, haywire is what you need. Yeah.
Yeah. Just like 100 dudes on the ground haywiring the shit out of everything. Be like, oh yeah, come get some.
Well, I've got 30 hoplites coming, so
I got 50. I 50 or 60. I think I have 50 or 60 of them. Yeah.
I felt dirty. I felt dirty ordering them.
No, dude, you even told me, like, I was like, yeah, I think I'm gonna go with this hoplite Pelcast list, and you're like, oh, you're gonna be that guy. I was like, damn, pretty shit. I'm sorry,
Yeah, I was telling Tim about it. And he was just like, yes, come to the dark side. You're fully there.
Fall out, pretty
woke as fuck.
Yeah, but I mean, just to keep it like, if you roll up to an event and somebody whips out the Warhound on the fucking Sky Shroud with, was that guy Canadian? That guy wasn't even Canadian, was he? Like, he didn't even come down from Canada.
No, Greg Harris. No, he's we actually should probably watch it. He works for Lockheed Martin, so we probably got drones overhead or
right?
Something.
He could probably seriously impair my entry into the Space Force.
He's actually going to zap you with some sort of futuristic gun we've never seen before.
Right? He's going to Volkite the shit out of me. He's like, hey, talk shit about my prophylactic night? Yeah.
Yeah, I will say that was the list everyone was talking about. The 2 guys that brought Custodes, nobody was really bothered by their list.
Oh, yeah, Custodes, no big deal.
They were the dudes were both pretty cool. Andrew Porter was one. I played him.
I played him too. He was a good guy.
Super chill guy. Had a great game against him. I didn't play the other guy. I don't remember what the other guy's name was, but he also seemed super chill. Nobody had any complaints. But everybody else's list was like spot on for
1,500 points.
And,
yeah, 1,500 points and Horse Heresy. I mean. But yeah, I think I've been inspired to like build the dick list and just like keep it so intense, pussy. Look at that face. Just want to kiss it on the mouth with my penis.
Oh God.
With my unit.
With my unit. My eunuch. Yeah. So intense. You kind of look like that guy from the Catalina wine mixer. What's his name? The one from Step Brothers. Anyone? Come on, what's his name?
Which one?
The fucking Catalina wine mixer, man.
Rob Riggle?
That's the one. Yeah, he was on. He's in everything, man. That dude's like a fucking everything. The Parks and Rec. The fucking Catalina wine mixer. Yeah, you kind of look like that guy. Except, I don't think he's got a beard. Maybe if he had a beard, he'd look just like you. Get some. Get in there with that rod, all nice and deep, like. Stroke it. I see.
Dig it out.
Is that 22 inches? Is that 22 inches? It's hard. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah.
The bad part is my fucking rod's broken half, so now I have to like push it halfway down the barrel, pull it out, and then go to the other side and push it halfway back up because I can't go all the way through.
That's what she said. Oh, God. So bad. So bad.
God. Oh, that water.
Imagine if you're wearing headphones right now. Whoever's got a headset on right now is fucked. Their ears are bleeding.
Oh, cut it out. Oh.
Hey, I thought you said you liked it.
So deep. So deep.
In a weird kind of ear bleeding way.
Okay. So just out of curiosity, have y'all like ever put together like a dickhole list like that? Like something like, what is your most dickhole list? Like, have you put together a dickhole list that you were like, fuck, I'll never play this again? I mean, I have. I have. Like,
Venators. That's kind of a dick list.
2 Venators?
6.
6 Venators?
6. Yeah.
That's like Mechanicum Venators?
Order reductor with 6 of those and 2 Medusas.
Jesus, that is a dickhole list. But they're in squads, right?
After I played a game, I was like, yeah, I probably should get rid of these. And I did.
Yeah, I mean, that's the thing. You know, I mean, like I played that Stormlord list with all the fucking the servo automata and the the Stormlord with like fucking 20 haywire shots coming out of it in groups of 5. Like it was just like annihilating everyone's shit. Like I was like, I'll never play this list again. But I may pack it just in case, you know. Bussy, what about you, man? Ever played a dick list?
Okay, I'm back.
Probably not in 30K. Probably in 30K or in 40K, I had a. It was a list that was really unfun to play against, but I loved it too much to quit playing it because it was just so much fun. So it was like back in 6th edition, it was like an all Zinch and Nurgle Monster Mash Flying Circus Army.
See, that's for titties.
So it was like Kairos Fate Weaver. I had a Great Unclean one. I had as like 2 squads of troops, and then it was all Greater Demons and fucking Helldrake. And so basically all it did was fly around with a bunch of flying monstrous creatures back when they were a lot harder to take care of, and shoot flickering fire, which was like 1,000,000 D6 strength 5 shots, and it was a lot of fun, and everybody else hated it.
Fun for you, right?
Yeah, it was really fun for me. And Kairos, he had all the rerolls and the bullshit, and then you had the Grimoire, which was throwing +2 invulnerable save on something, and so you could hit Kairos with a 2+ invulnerable reroll. It was good times. It was the best of times. But it still wasn't like that. I mean, I didn't just like beat everybody with it. It was just kind of unfun to play against.
Yeah, like I played against flying monsters creatures back in 6th edition. I was like, this sucks.
Yeah.
Like my orcs are just running around on the ground like, what do we fucking do?
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah. That was it.
Come down here. Yeah, we'll fuck you up if you come down here.
Yeah, it was a lot of fun though. I really enjoyed that list. Just because I liked having about less than 20 models and just a bunch of big nasty stupid things. And it's probably more like less than 30 models because I had 20 models worth of troops.
I didn't like playing back then. There was so much fucking upkeep. There was so much bookkeeping playing that damn army.
Oh yeah, I had to go buy the little tokens for War Machine that you write with fucking markers on, and that's how I kept up with my shit. I used what they use for their focus or whatever as my warp charges, and stacked them next to all of my big models. And then I had these little tokens. I would write what powers went where, and I mean it was a lot of. And I ended up making these little cards that fit into a magic card sleeve that had here's the model. So it's like Great Unclean one. Here's all of his things that you roll for, and then here's all his psychic powers. And I would just dot them with a marker, and so that way you could keep up with everything. I mean, it took a lot of fucking work and effort, but it was a lot of fun too.
Yeah, there was too much book work and bookkeeping. And I was like, fuck this.
Yeah, I think the only dick list that I've played in 30K was right near the beginning when Josh started playing. I was running our hands.
Fucking dicks.
Yeah, I ran 3 Contemptors and pods. And that was back when you could hide in the pod. And yeah.
Douche canoe.
Yeah, it was pretty ugly.
Yeah, I was like, what the fuck is going on here?
Yeah.
Like, I said, so you can shoot at me, but I can't shoot at you. He's like, yes. I said, that's fucking stupid. I hate you.
Yeah, it was pretty stupid in hindsight, but Dims was the rules at the time.
Dims were the rules.
Yeah. But I think, honestly, I think that's it. I don't think I played anything dickish.
Well, I think a lot of it's intent, though, right? Like, I mean, my list, I didn't build it with the intention of being a dick or trying to be an asshole. It was just that's the list I wanted to play, and it turned out to be unfun. Whereas I think that building a dick list is kind of a different mindset, where it's I want to build something so shitty that it's going to ruin the other person's day on purpose.
Yeah, like I mean, like that's what I'm saying. Like I mean, I think that, you know, if you like I said, if you start off with I'm sorry, like no, you're not sorry. Like yeah, you did that on purpose.
If you were sorry, you wouldn't have brought it.
You wouldn't have brought it. Yeah, yeah.
Honestly, how I feel about it is if I have to build a, let's call it a X list, that whole list, I feel like I'm wasting effort. Like this guy wants to be like that, just don't fucking play him.
Yeah, I mean, I agree with that. Like, I mean, I would think, you know, if everybody just boycotted, hey, like, man, you have ruined heresy. You have taken something that's pure and that's fucking awesome, and you have just ruined it. You know what I'm saying? Like, you made this day unfun for everybody, and you're probably going to win every match, and you're probably going to be like, you know, the trophy winner or the main guy with all the points and the highest, you know, whatever, but you've missed the point. Like it has been wasted on you. Like heresy has been wasted on this guy.
Well, but to be fair, and I'm going to play I'm going to play a little devil's advocate here.
Okay.
So it was a tournament, right? It was not a narrative event. It was not loyalists versus traitors.
But here's the thing, you know, like, I mean, everybody says tournament. Like, I mean, if you go, I mean, tournament. I mean, that could be like, not misconstrued, but, you know, it's like you put 30K in tournament, it's like a fucking oxymoron. You know what I'm saying?
No, I'm not disagreeing with the fact that I think that 30K tournaments are stupid. I agree with you. My point is that if it was a narrative event and he brought that, then I think that the tournament or the event organizers should have or would have done something about that and been like, dude, this you know, when there's blowjobs for winning, then you encourage behavior that, hey, we need to do what we can to win, right?
I mean but here's the thing, like even like you remember our events like Stiff 2 and stuff like that, where Colin like swept everybody, you know what I'm saying? He was just a whack player. And I love Colin to death, you know what I'm saying? But he was a whack player, you know? And then he kind of like was like, well, I won all my games. I'm a shoo-in to win. And then it was like, you didn't win. And it's like, why didn't I win? You know what I'm saying? I won all my games, but you kind of missed the point. You know what I'm saying? Like, yeah. I mean, I think that's one of the things that, you know, I mean, maybe even tournaments, like 30K tournaments, if it's 30K, there should be like an all around, hey, was this a, you know, the person that wins his matches by 1 or 2, I think that's the guy that should win. You know what I'm saying? Like, not the guy that fucking totally obliterates his opponent. You know what I'm saying?
Well, you know, I agree. Here's something to think about. And I know when you say tournament, I know the connotation. I get that, and I understand that's why people bring certain lists. But when you look at, let's say you have 22 players, and you've got one dick list out of 22 players.
Yep. Right.
And it's labeled a tournament. That tells you that the community as a whole,
exactly,
the majority of the community as a whole, understands what heresy is about. And even if it's something labeled as a tournament, you're still coming. They may have a tough list. I'll tell you, the Custodes player, it was a tough list. I never fought the shield captain with that re-rollable 3-up, you know, save.
Right, but here's the thing: you figured out his weakness. You accommodated. You know what I'm saying? And that's what I think. 30K, the beauty of 30K is that it's not all about power. It's about, you know, knowing your enemy. You know, I mean, especially when you're playing Space Marine on Space Marine. I mean, if you think about Horus fighting his brothers, I think there was a lot of, you know, well, this is what Perturabo is going to do, or this is what, you know, Sanguinius is going to do. You know what I mean? And it's knowing your enemy and how their legion works in order to exploit their weaknesses and play to your strengths, you know. And I think any good general, you know, will do that, you know. So I mean, I think that's part of it, you know, not just power, you know, not just, you know, I'm going to bring something that's totally going to beat you down, you know. And I'm sure there was battles in the 30K universe where they had to deal with shit like that, you know. It's like, oh, we're fighting a losing battle, boys, but let's give it our all, and the Emperor protects, or whatever,
So let me, I like that you brought that up. So in the weekend event, the second round of the tournament, they were trying to throw little narrative pieces in a way in there, because I think they figured out pretty quick that's what the players wanted. So the second round, it actually became a surprise three-way battle, and the third person came in, basically could come in from any board edge as if their force was surrounding the two forces that were already fighting. And it just added kind of a new dimension to it. But it also was a way to kind of address, I think, some of the stuff they saw in round one. They're like, hey, you know what? Let's mix this up a little bit and if there's a player that's running off with everything based because they've got a real dick list, this could possibly level the field a little bit for that second round. And I think that it worked pretty well.
Oh, yeah. However, I kind of botched that one. Man, like, okay, so let me set the scenario here, right? We start setting up, and it's me playing Trader Ox against a Night Lords player who we set up on the field first, and then a Blood Angels player came in in reserves, right? So
you were playing Steven
Farthing and Cody McGurty.
Yeah, Cody.
So anyway,
Cody.
We set up, right? And easy there, big guy. So anyway, we set up, and I completely did not hear Steven say, hey, let's take out the fucking loyalist player, right? Instead, I got on the battlefield, and I was blood hungry, so I was like, targets, you know what I'm saying? Not thinking that, hey, I'm fighting Night Lords, man. Maybe they're cool with me, I just started unloading, and I had a couple of Plasma Exterminator Lehman Russes out there, and those motherfuckers did work, man. I tell you what, they took out a whole Night Lord squad first turn. It was just nasty, right? And then the Blood Angels came on round two, and we turned our guns to them, and so we're fighting the Night Lords and the Blood Angels on two fronts, and we give no fucks, man. The Solar Ox was just blood madness. We wanted to kill everything. So, and we did pretty good, taking on two armies, even though one was loyalist and one was traitor. We were kind of confused, I guess. Maybe we got the wrong communique or whatever, So, but with that being said, I had a blast just killing shit,
Yeah, same here.
But I think I got a color scheme for my Mechanicum here. Like, these guys are looking good.
Is that what you're working on?
Yeah.
Well, let's see this. Do this.
What?
Let me see it. Let me see them.
Oh no, it's still in the basis of color.
Samson.
Oh, okay. Yo.
At some point, like in the future, me and you are just gonna have to sit like on the computer, and I'm gonna have to show you shit, and you're gonna have to help me figure out how to make these space wolves not look like dog piss.
They're space wolves, man. Kind of stuck with.
We can do this.
They're like the Gav Thorpe of Space Marines.
Oh, God. I'm just hoping that Gav Thorpe comes to Adepticon next year so that we could put you guys in a room together.
Oh, the elevator? Bring it on.
Josh,
we all know that Josh, after about 5 minutes of standing around the beer cart with Gav Thorpe, is going to be like kissing him open mouth. Like,
yes, I agree, 100%.
With my penis.
I mean, it's going to be like he's going to start having flashbacks of being at the biker bar and things are going to go.
Oh, is it like that, Bussy? Is it like? I'm gonna have to wait my turn. I mean, obviously you love the guy, man. Shit,
yeah, I mean, I'll leave some for you. Don't worry.
Fantastic. That's mighty white of you.
Yeah, I'll do what I can.
Hey, so I gotta ask, what is this Dark Mechanicum? Is it coming out? Is it in the works, or has it come out? I mean, do we have rules for that shit?
Moved it. It was supposed to come out next but they changed the whole thing. So now it's going to be Malevolence and Blood Angels and White Scar. White Scars.
And allegedly, there's some Space Wolf rules in there somewhere.
And some Space Wolf
demons.
and some demons and Alpha Legion.
Dude, I'm super stoked for demon shit.
Oh yeah,
but they pushed Mechanicum back. They pushed him back
because Mechanicum sucks.
Oh, whatever. I'm super looking forward to Dark Mechanicum. Super looking forward to it.
I'll be balls deep in it too whenever it happens.
Yeah.
I'll stop whatever the fuck I'm doing.
Hey, Pretty.
Yeah.
What's the Mechanicum ones that's nothing but like big stupid robots?
That's the
Cybernetica.
Yeah, I had some bad thoughts about that not too long ago.
I love big robots.
I was like, what if I could just take an army of just big stupid robots?
You could play Cybernetica. It could happen. The only downside of that army is you've got to take 2 squads of at least 2 Castellix as compulsory troops, and Castellix don't score.
Okay.
So you've got to really look at your points pretty closely to figure out if you want to have scoring units, how you're going to work them in there in like a 2,500 point game, because there's so much other cool shit that you're going to want to take. Yeah, it's going to make it pretty hard.
Like the big robots. Yeah,
because Castellix are medium-sized robots, but you want to take some Thanatar, 300 points a pop, 300 plus.
Oh, speaking of Thanatar, look at this. My brother has like really stepped up his like action poses. Like he's been assembling. Look at this Thanatar like in full on freaking.
Dude, he's like in World Cup action. He's about to kick him a penalty kick or something.
He's like pissed. Look, and even the gun like tilts. Like he's like, oh yeah.
So he didn't do the pedals of the gun open. That I've got a Thanatar I just got. I want to do them open. You have to trim them out. It's like a pain in the dick to do. That's why I haven't done it before. Yeah.
That's probably why Zach didn't do it.
Yeah, but the first one I built, I didn't do it, but I've seen some online. I think Samson did one of his where he trimmed them out and laid them open, and it looks so sharp.
Do you have that, Samson?
Yeah, he's
indisposed.
He's indisposed at the moment.
So, like, what I'm doing is I picked up this like sophisticated finishes. Now, painted. I don't know if y'all tuned in to watch me paint. God damn it, the fucking Cthulhu guy. Shit. Lovecraft. Yeah, I painted Lovecraft for my son. A couple of. Well, it's been a couple months now, but I mean, I got him at Adepticon, and I painted the bust, and I was like, man, I've been stressing these Mechanicum. I was like, how am I going to paint these Mechanicum, because everybody does red, red Mars and whatnot. And, some people do like an offshoot, like a yellow. Didn't you do like a yellow or something pretty? No, that was
Colin.
Colin did the yellow, yeah. So yeah, I was like,
I did red, and the stuff I'm working on now is going to be something totally different than the red in the past.
So like I'm doing the base color, and I probably should airbrush these, but I'm just like dry brushing, like the whole model I'm basing in this sophisticated finish. It's like a bronze, right? So I wanted something that looked just metallic all over, and then I'm going to bring out the highlights, but I'm liking this base, it's like giving me like a.
Which model are you working on?
Thanatar, not Thanatars, Thalaxes.
Oh, okay.
Little robots.
Yeah, those aren't bad. Those aren't bad to do with a brush.
Yeah.
But the airbrush does make it a lot easier.
Yeah, especially I'm doing like the whole model with this bronze sophisticated finish.
Yeah, what I've done in the past with the Thalax is I'll do the base coat with the airbrush.
Yeah.
And then go back on all those little panels and do brush work on that. Makes it a little easier. Well, and if you've got, and I'm not as sure-handed as Samson, but I did manage to do some of the shoulder pads with an airbrush and not fuck it all up.
Oh shit, that's impressive. Like I'm still a little nervous about doing small shit with an airbrush.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't have a Sotar, which is really what you want for something like that.
It's good for it.
Yeah.
But even if you have a Sotar and you are shitty with an airbrush like me, it's still hard.
Okay. Well, that'd probably be me then. So I'll save my monies.
I mean, the SOTARs are good. Don't get me wrong, and they're very handy. But I think part of my problem too is that I just always use GW paints for everything, just because I don't know, it's easy to get and shit, and it's just too thick to run through that SOTAR.
Yeah, you definitely want to go with Vallejo or scale models, something like that.
Yeah.
Scale 75 paints. I'll tell you, the Monty turned me on to the Vallejo metals.
Mm-hmm.
And that stuff is super easy to run through an airbrush. Like it's so thin that it's actually hard to brush unless you let it sit for a few minutes on a palette or on like a little paper plate or something and start to
let it kind of
up. George says he's going to show me how to do it when he comes down.
Oh yeah, sounds hot.
Yeah,
George,
fuck yeah.
George, what are you going to show me?
Show it to me, George.
Get some in there deep. Y'all got to bike her out and start
Yeah, I think that's exactly
start making out.
I need to give me some chaps.
assless chaps.
Yes, of course.
I never understood that. Like, aren't all chaps assless?
I've thought the same thing. Like, why do we need?
They just be pants, right?
Exactly. Why do we have to say assless chaps? I don't know. I've never seen a pair of chaps with an ass in it.
Yeah, you're looking at the blue jeans.
Yeah, other than me, my ass.
Yeah. So wouldn't you instead just say pantsless person?
I think you can just say. I think you can just say chaps.
Chaps. But assless like insinuates like a sexual innuendo.
But what if you just like to air it out? You know, it's not about getting drilled there. It's just want to get some air going.
Well, and it's just, I mean, there's no need. The whole point of chaps is to keep shit off of your legs. It's not like your ass is in the saddle.
Like, why? It's like, oh, we were just too lazy to finish the pants, so we're just going to make these chaps.
It's to keep the briars and the brambles off.
The briars, you ran through the briars and you ran through the brambles. Ran through the places where a rabbit couldn't go. Woo. Y'all know the Ballad of New Orleans.
Yep. Well, George hasn't come back with what he's going to show me how to do.
It's going to involve his penis, I'm sure.
His penis. You want to grip it at the base, pretty. Choke up on it.
So speaking of George, for those of you watching that may not know, the telethon's coming up on July 28th. Telethon fight against DMD. So if you guys kept track the last couple of years, so after
June or July?
July 28th.
Is this what I'm going to need to get you the taser for?
Do you have a line? Do you have a line on one?
I can get the taser.
I don't want to pay $300 for it though. I looked at what those things run. I'm a little like, eh. I've got a.
We should do a raffle. We should do a telethon to raise money for the taser for the telethon.
Yeah. Well, I found you can get a stun gun like super cheap.
Yeah, like $11.
Yeah, it's like stupid cheap.
Yeah, but is it enough?
No, it's not enough.
No,
you can put like a taser, a stun gun on me and just fucking hold it there, and I'm like, yeah, you're not doing nothing. It's more intimidating just the sound, like it's like, get that shit away from me. It sounds intimidating, like scary, like that.
Well, I told George I've got a stun baton that I got at a gun show years back. This thing's like rated to take down a bear.
It is not.
Well, I have yet to try it. Unless they meant like a bear isn't like a hairy gay dude. So maybe that's what they meant.
What are you trying to say?
You're at Josh's shop. Just take it over there and see how it works.
Hey,
Josh,
I
was actually going to offer my services until you said hairy gay dude. And then I'm like, you know what? Fuck you, pretty. I know what everyone out there in TV land is thinking.
So everybody's probably wondering, like, what the fuck are they talking about? So the telethon's coming up. After 2 years of some change, $22,800 ish has been raised. The goal is to hit 30K this year. George from Spacemen with Guns podcast put out a few weeks ago that if we hit 10,000 raised for this year, which was if we hit the $30,000 mark by the end of the telethon, he's going to take a taser alive on air. So if we can raise it 10,000, he has offered his body up to be tased. So he's flying to Texas for this. That's how confident he is that we can reach this goal. So he's flying to Texas for that weekend. We're going to hang out, go shoot some guns, all that good stuff. But if we can hit that 10K, he wants to be tased. But unfortunately, tasers cost a lot of money, I found out. So we've been looking at alternates. Like I said, I've got that stun baton.
Dude, pretty.
Like a $20 stun gun.
Like a swimming pool full of piranhas.
I got an idea. I got a backup plan, like a redneck taser.
Let's hear it.
So we're gonna get one of those TENS units. You know, the things that you like, the little sticky parts you put on. Yeah. Crank that dude up to like 11, mash it, and then hit him with the stun gun.
Oh, interesting. Interesting.
Like hit him from both sides.
Yeah.
Is that like crossing the streams in Ghostbusters?
I don't know. Maybe it can
happen. So Chris Lemke in the chat, he's given us some education. So the taser has the effect of neuromuscular incapacitation. I like the sound of that. Locks up major muscle groups. Stun guns are primarily pain compliance. So I like the sound of that also.
Yeah, the TENS unit and the stun gun give you both.
Yeah. Man, this is tough.
Like it perfect.
So yeah, so you guys are going to want to tune in. Gooch just chimed in. He said he got hit with a taser gun during training, times 25. I don't know what that means. I don't know.
Like 25 times, or like 25 tasers all at the same time.
I don't know. Either way, none of that sounds good.
Is that like when Vegeta said Goku was like over 9,000?
I don't understand those words. What are you?
Oh, come on, man! Oh, y'all are
pretty. You didn't watch Dragon Ball Z?
Y'all call yourselves nerds?
That was after my times.
Dude, I was all about it.
I love me some Dragon Ball Z. Like,
he said he got hit with a Model X25.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so check out the Heresy, heresyagainstdmd.com. That's where you want to go to donate. So as in previous years, a $35 donation gets you a raffle entry to win cool prizes. This year, the main prize is a fully painted, pro-painted Titan Maniple. So let that sink in. A Titan Maniple.
Like what are we
Warlord,
talking?
2 Reavers, and 3 Warhounds.
Holy shit!
Is that what the breakdown is? I was actually
That's a man.
Well, I was going to look to actually what they're giving away. So they called it a maniple. Let's see. Hang on.
Okay. Well, yeah. Let's see what I know. A maniple, Reavers, and 2 War and 3 Warhounds.
While Pretty's looking that up, I'm gonna shamelessly plug Samson's Warlord that he's selling for $2,500.
Already sold.
No,
already sold.
Really? Damn. It was gorgeous. I mean, it was gorgeous.
All right, I found it.
I'm not gonna say who bought it, but it will be in Texas.
Oh, really? Somebody in Texas bought that motherfucker?
Is that somebody getting married sometime soon?
Like someone close?
I mean, I can't disclose the name.
Well, you can say if he's getting married or not.
Are they close? Are they close to us here, or is it like North Texas?
Well,
are they?
All I'm just gonna say is those 2 warlords are both gonna be in Texas. Because the other one that I painted,
Yeah. Joel Ivy's.
I mean, I can't confirm or deny.
Like Joel Ivy, I tell you what.
I tell you,
I cannot confirm or deny.
So speaking of warlords, check it out, guys. The main raffle prize: 1 warlord, 2 Reaver Titans. 1 warlord, 2 Reaver Titans. That's the maniple that they're giving away as the main raffle prize. And there's other raffle prizes as well, but that's the big dog raffle prize. So $35 ticket, $35 donation. Make sure you write raffle in the note, and that will get you entered. So for every $35, it's an additional entry, obviously. They will draw that at Scandus in October. They draw it live on air. Pretty exciting. I know the guy that won the Warlord 2 years ago, Freddie brought it to him at Adepticon. So I can't promise that Freddie will hand deliver your Warlord and 2 Reaver Titans, but you can always hope.
Oh, well, when I win it, shit.
And there's more. No, Gooch, you do not have to be there in Sweden to win. They will ship it anywhere in the world. So I do think since it is a donation thing, they do ask for some help defraying the shipping costs, if I remember correctly. But honestly, if you win a Warlord and 2 Reaver Titans, I'd kick in for some shipping if it was me. So definitely. The other thing I want to call out real quick so I don't miss it. One other thing that's so the telethon always has the Heresy podcast folks coming together. During the month of June, the guys over at Eye of Horus, Tim and Michael, are having a sort of contest to raise money leading up to the telethon. So if you donate during the month of June and you're an Eye of Horus fan, what you need to do is take a screenshot of your donation receipt and send that to Tim and Michael. And the person that donates the most amount of money and sends that to them in the month of June will win a guest spot on Eye of Horus sometime before the end of the summer, or whenever schedules can be worked out between the winner and those awesome dudes from Australia.
Like they'll fly you to Australia?
No, they're not gonna fly you. The magic of the internets.
Oh, the interwebs.
The interwebs will bring you together for that.
Gotcha.
But that's pretty cool. So if you're a super fan, I think it's called the Super Fan Challenge. If you're a super fan of Eye of Horus, definitely want to get in on this because it's money for a great freaking cause, the fight against DMD. And if you win, it will get you on air with Tim and Michael. You can talk cryptids. I will tell you, if you never spent any time talking with these guys, it is well worth it.
You know, I had a chance to spend some time with them, but Pretty hogged them. Like last time when they came to Texas, Pretty was like, "No, they're mine. These are my toys. You go play with your own toys."
Yeah, I think that's exactly what I said.
I think that's what it was like. No, mine. Back. You know when Daffy Duck goes back, down. Mine. That's the way Pretty was with Tim and Mike.
That's exactly it.
Yeah.
And when they weren't with me, they were with Michael. So
yeah, I know it was like fuck Josh. Like Josh don't get no freaking quality Australian time, no down under love.
Josh, when I come to Texas, I'll hang out with you.
You're from Tennessee, man.
If Pretty lets me.
I was gonna say, right? I don't know if I'm gonna let that happen. We'll see.
Pretty's kind of in control.
Yeah. I'll be like, Kate, he can't talk to me with your mouth on him. Like,
yeah.
Well, just trying to throw you a damn bone, trying to help you out, make you feel a little bit better. And you,
we all know Samson's
shit about you.
Samson's the cool Tennessean. You know, shit. I got Samson. I got dibs on Samson.
We need to get Samson down to Texas.
Folks.
He's losing weight too, man. So he's like all svelte.
Svelte. I was about to say that, svelte.
Every time I look over at Bussy, I think he's gonna sell me fucking like the gamers package from the Las Vegas trip. You know what I'm saying? Like I look over and it's like, "Sir, do you want to buy the gamers package for Las Vegas? We have a time, or maybe a timeshare." He looks like a timeshare peddler. Yeah.
If you thought about timeshare on a Canyon Lake, we could let's talk about that. Yeah. You
got timeshare on Canyon Lake?
Me? No. I know a guy that does, but I do not.
Zach bought some property on Canyon Lake.
Well, Zach's a baller, dude. We can't hang with that.
No, Zach's wife is a baller.
I wasn't gonna call him out like that.
He's my bro.
Yeah, you can do that.
I can say that. You can say it. Oh.
Yeah.
These fucking Mechanicum are looking so good. Oh, so good. I don't know, man. Like I was painting these Mechanicum and just grabbing them off the shelf, right? And then I pulled one down that like Samson painted, and I was like, fuck me. Like mine were looking pretty good until I saw Samson's. It's
the best advice is don't do that. Yeah. Don't start an army and then look and see that he's doing the same army, because then you're just going to lose interest in that army.
Yeah, it's like fuck.
Yeah.
And like Samson was like nice. He was like, "Let me tell you how to did that. It's so cool. Like it's real easy. Like I did this, and then like 14 steps in, I'm like, you know what? Fuck it. I'm not even listening anymore. Yeah, I'm just gonna get my brush.
Sorry, it's program.
Yeah, it's yeah. He's like, it's a process. It's a process.
Hey, Goochman just asked. He said, "Hey, Josh, I heard you were leaving us."
Leaving? Like what? Like for the Space Force? Yeah, I'm in for that shit. Like I'll be Alpha Centauri bound, shortly. The the God Emperor Trump wills it.
Oh man, I need to send Gucci an invite, get him in here, and you guys can talk politics.
Oh yeah,
the rest of us will just pop some popcorn and sit back.
Yeah, yeah, shit, we'll be booted off for sure. Like,
yeah,
like,
you thought losing our Twitch stream was bad,
right? Fuck. I heard I don't know how Gooch Man is fucking on the fucking computer, man. I heard he was in a cage down at the border.
Damn.
Space Force, assemble. Space Force. Yeah, Gooch is like so anti-Trump until Space Force came around. Then it's like what nerd can resist the Space Force? It's like, fuck. Damn it, Gooch. I'm a doctor, not a... All right, I'll get right on that.
You know you got a lot of mechanical when you find a random Thalax head on your desk and there's no other models up here.
Hey, little head. Get a little head, pretty.
Yeah.
So many Thalax. Oh, shit. Like, yeah. I know I'll never use this many freaking Thalax. I don't, it's like...
Yeah, but Thalax are super cool.
Yeah, you need at least 18 of them.
Why is that? Why is 18 the magic number?
Well, that gives you some flexibility in like how many squads and what size you can run.
Oh, okay. So at least 18.
Yeah.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. So the 18.
There you go.
20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 8, 29, 30, 31.
Now you're just showing off.
I'm right around 31, 32, 33.
Yeah, unless you play like a 5,000 point game, you'll never be able to afford to put that many on the table.
Oh, I fucking broke him. Space Force. My fucking wife hates it, man. She's like, if you say fucking Space Force one more time.
She's actually already signed you up for the Space Force.
She's like, I'm going to ship you off to the fucking Space Force.
Yeah. They're going to send the Kurgan from Highlander to
there can be only one. Happy Halloween, ladies. Kurgan, man. Fuck, man. Kurgan showed up. That guy was in Carnival.
That guy's in a lot of stuff.
He was Pet Cemetery.
You know they're doing a remake of Pet Cemetery?
No.
Yeah, who was it? Okay, hang on. I gotta look. I just saw the cast for it the other day, and I wasn't like hating it totally, but the first one was such a good movie.
Yeah. You know what though? Like Herman Munster is Judd Crandall. Like it didn't get any better than that. Like I mean, actually, when he showed up, I was like, that's who I pictured. Like because I read the book. You know what I'm saying?
Oh yeah.
And then it was like, fuck, man, they did such a good job casting Judd Crandall, Herman Munster.
Yeah. So John Lithgow is playing the old man's role. It looks like.
Dude, when he gets his Achilles heel cut, like I shit you not, man. I was like, oh.
Jason Clarke is playing Lewis Creed, the dad.
The dad, yeah.
That's perfect. That dude looks. I like. Okay.
Who is it?
Jason Clarke. He was in Zero Dark 30, Dawn of the Planet of the Apes, Everest, Public Enemies. He's been in a bunch of shit. You'd recognize him if you saw him.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't hate that. We'll see what happens with it. I mean, it's probably gonna suck, but
yeah. Well, I don't know. John Lithgow's pretty fucking good.
Yeah, he's not been bad in really anything I've ever seen him in.
The only thing better could have been like John Malkovich.
Oh
That's
shit, yeah.
Fucking weird. I love me some John Malkovich.
He's a good dude.
You don't see that dude much anymore. So quick, favorite John Malkovich movie? Bussy, go.
Favorite John Malkovich? Con Air, baby.
Damn, you would go redneck. He released his inner redneck. Oh shit.
I mean, I could have went with the fucking Glass Menagerie or some shit like that. That would have made you feel better.
Burn After Reading is
Burn After Reading is good.
That's good.
Like we're talking.
Dude, he's so good in Red. Have you guys watched Red?
Oh, yeah. Red, yes. Oh yeah, Red is the shit. Yeah, definitely Red. And Red 2.
Red 2's good too.
You know what? That not Mira Sorvino, the old woman. What's her name? Miriam, whatever. Dude, she is so hot. Like for a grandma fetish, like she's a gilf.
Do you have a grandma fetish? Is this something we
No.
just are now learning?
No, like that. But that woman from Red, the fucking sniper. You know, she's all badass.
What is her name?
You know what I'm talking about, right?
Yeah. Can't think of what her name is.
Gilf.
I don't think it's Gilf.
Surprisingly enough.
Yeah. She's like Gilf.
Yeah, now I'm trying to think of what her freaking name. I keep wanting to say Helena Bonham Carter, but I know that's not her name.
No,
that's totally
not the weeds chick. I'm talking about the older one.
You're talking about Helen Mirren.
Helen Mirren.
Helen
Mirren. That's the one. Yeah.
So,
thank you, Bussy.
So Samson, what's your favorite John Malkovich movie?
I don't know. I don't even know who the fuck John Malkovich is. I ain't gonna lie.
Just say being John Malkovich.
Malkovich.
That movie with that guy and the plot.
What's yours, Josh?
It was Burn After Reading, man.
Okay.
Yeah, it was like, give me the fucking tapes, you fucking moron.
I think I would have to go with In the Line of Fire. You get Clint Eastwood and John Malkovich in the same movie.
John Malkovich played such a good bad guy, though.
Oh, I know. Can't beat that shit. Can't beat that shit.
Favorite Clint Eastwood movie? Go.
Oh shit.
Oh, that guy.
Damn.
You don't know who Clint Eastwood is?
No, I'm John Malkovich. I don't know who the fuck he was. So yeah.
I think my favorite Eastwood movie is probably Pale Rider.
Okay.
Unforgiven would probably be really close behind that.
Oh, mine is of mice and men.
Was he in Of Mice and Men?
Was
that
he?
was Randy Quaid.
Yeah.
Hey George, tell me about the bunny rabbit, George. Fuck, man, I expect nothing less than someone like Gav Thorpe.
Now I'm looking to see, was he in Mice and Men?
He was.
Yeah, he was.
Clint Eastwood was in Mice and Men?
No, he wasn't.
He was
John
not.
Malkovich.
Oh, John Malkovich
John
was.
Malkovich, yeah.
See, we've already left John Malkovich. We're talking about Clint Eastwood.
Yeah, we're on Clint Eastwood now.
Clint Eastwood. Oh fuck! Get the hell off my lawn.
Gran Torino.
Gran Torino is so good. I was thinking about that the other day. It's such a good movie.
You know, I will go super old school though. As much as I like Unforgiven and of course his Man Without a Name movies, Firefox.
Oh my God! You brought up Firefox.
Firefox.
You have to think in Russian. That was the greatest. That is the greatest. Yeah, it was great.
I remember my uncle taped it off of HBO and gave me the tape because I told him I wanted to see that movie so bad. And so this was probably like in 1985. He taped it off of HBO, so I had this VHS copy of Firefox for years.
It's because every kid wanted to fly the SR-71 Blackbird, and that was
of course, yeah.
And then they released that Firefox movie, and he was like, But you know, after Good, the Bad, and the Ugly, man, it had to be Outlaw Josie Wales, man. Shit,
Josie Wales is good.
Yeah.
You can't mess with Outlaw Josie Wales. When he says that old Indian, hell's coming to breakfast, Grandma.
I don't know, man. I'm stuck on Dirty Harry. Like, to me, that shit it revs my engine, man.
Do you feel lucky? Yeah.
Like, it's just so good.
Seeing as this is a 44 Magnum, it will blow your head.
That's it. The most powerful handgun ever made.
Yep.
It'll blow your head clean off.
Yeah.
For me, it's kind of hard to get past. I love those.
Oh yeah, Philo Bedo.
Right turn, Clyde.
Wah 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 wah. We get that spider on his belly.
Yeah.
Fucking Clint Eastwood's iconic, man.
Quintessential biker.
Yeah, that's good stuff right there.
High Plains Drifter, hell yeah! Look at Cole Johnson. Cole Johnson.
I think if you're looking at the Man with No Name movies, I think Good and the Bad, the Ugly is the best of the bunch.
Fuck yeah! I mean, but Lee Van Cleef was the shit.
Yeah,
I tell you, that dude was badass. You know, I mean, god damn.
Did you ever watch that movie?
Total man crush.
What was it? It was the Bruce Willis movie that was like a remake of Fistful of Dollars?
Oh yeah, it was.
What's it called?
Last Man Standing.
Last Man Standing. That's it.
It was the exact same movie, but yeah, he played both sides.
Yeah, just putting like Prohibition era, you know, middle of butt fuck,
which was good. I mean, like fucking Bruce Willis rocked that role.
But Bruce Willis is pretty much good in everything he's ever done. So,
and of course, he carried the 1911 in that movie.
He did
two 1911.
Two 1911. Yeah.
Yep.
Well, yeah. I mean, Glocks weren't invented yet, so that was the best thing at the time.
As was the way back then.
Yeah.
It's great how things don't change,
Yeah, that makes me want to watch Last Man Standing.
Last Man Standing was a fucking titties movie.
Yeah, I haven't seen that in ages.
Yeah. Everything short of Hudson Hawk. That's the only movie I ever went with Bruce Willis in it where I'm just like, nah, this is some bullshit.
Come on, man. Would you like to swing on a star?
No. Fuck Hudson Hawk.
Home in a jar. Yep.
Yeah.
I'm a pretty big Bruce Willis fan. I like most of his stuff.
Or would you rather be a fish?
Yeah, I'm actually looking because there's a movie I'm trying to remember the name for with Bruce Willis. What was it?
What was the movie where he was? I always forget the name of it. Where he was the boat cop.
That's the movie I'm looking for. Striking Distance.
Yes, I fucking love that movie.
You like that one? And
I fucking love.
Hello.
Yeah, that had Sarah Jessica Parker, Dennis.
Horseface Sarah Jessica Parker.
Hello, Miss Little Red Riding Hood. That shit is good.
But see, I'm just. It's hilarious that we were both thinking of the same fucking movie.
Oh my god! That movie would have been all right if they didn't put him in those stupid boat shorts, those cop shorts.
It's just part of the deal, man.
Like I was like, what are you, like a boat cop, or like my 8th grade fucking football coach? Jesus.
Yeah, but think about that. That movie was what, 92, 90? Yeah, 93.
So or any fucking nut hugger.
That's right. It's about right for that.
Dude, yeah, that movie, the fucking Jackal.
The Jackal was good.
Oh, the Jackal
when he blows away fucking Jack
Black's arm off, yeah.
Yeah, that was a great movie.
Like, I don't know, like, to me, I think there's a lot of great 80s and 90s action movie actors. I think Bruce Willis is the best. He just brings the most to the table.
Yeah. I
mean, you go watch the Die Hard movies. And he can do really anything. I mean, fucking Fifth Element.
I always was wishing and hoping they would do a sequel to Fifth Element.
Yeah.
That'd be excellent.
Yeah. I like that movie.
Dude, Mila Jovovich is fucking hot.
Yeah, and she'd already like popped like the showing the boobie straight up.
Showing the bush in Resident Evil.
Resident Evil. So then the second movie would have been just like titty balls out. 100%.
Yeah, and she did rock that fucking outfit in Resident Evil 2. Oh my god. Yeah, that's it's like a skirt, but I'm wearing like high boots and fucking like what? Who fights zombies in that shit?
There's like two movies. There's a few movies, when you're like a little kid and you start realizing that the side of like women does something to you physically. And like that movie, and then fucking Zorro with Catherine Zeta-Jones when he starts like cutting her fucking blouse up, and you're just like, okay, I'm watching this with my parents, and I'm like 9, and this is weird. I don't know what's happening.
What's that funny feeling in my pants?
Yeah. Of course, I was like
that first time I jerked off. First time I jerked off to DuckTales. Yeah.
It was actually Chip and Dale Rescue Rangers for me.
I'll do that fucking mouse.
Yep, the mechanic. Yeah. She worked on shit.
That's it.
You're like
fucking gadget.
Yeah. Fucking Samson looks like he's like rubbing one out right now.
Yeah.
That fucking Monterey Jack. I mean,
yeah,
totally. The Little Mouse. Yeah, that one.
Tell you a movie that
that's
somebody that I always thought was freaking hot, and I saw this movie, and I just, After the Sunset with Pierce Brosnan and Salma Hayek.
Dude, Salma Hayek. She fine as fuck.
Dude, like Desperado.
Dude, yeah.
You see like full boob. Like she has some huge ass cans. You're like, damn. Not into the Mexicans, but damn, you know.
Good times. Good times.
Yeah. Oh yeah. It was Kelly LeBrock.
It still blows my mind that Antonio Banderas is Spanish.
Why is that?
I don't know. Like, I guess I just thought he was Mexican, and he's not. It's weird.
I'm Spanish.
Because all brown people sound alike?
No, it's not that. It's just, I guess you always see him in movies playing Mexicans, you know? And so it's one of those. And then when you realize, okay, well, he's actually like from Spain, Spanish.
Yes.
And he plays an excellent Frenchman.
Yeah. The worst thing you could ever do is call.
He was an Arab in 13th Warrior.
He sure was. He sure was.
Such a great movie.
It is.
Very unterfirst man. Like my wife hates it because if like that movie or Kroll is on anywhere, like everything stops. Like like everything stops. Like I could watch those two movies back to back for the rest of my life. Kroll and then 13th Warrior. Like, yeah.
The book is so good.
Mine's
though.
the Dark Crystal.
Oh, fucking Dark Crystal.
Mine's the Skeksis. I make everybody stop and be quiet.
Mm-hmm.
Dude, when they start beating the shit out of that rock with the swords, trying to figure out who's the baddest of the asses, it's so good. Like, it's so stupid, but it's so good.
Yeah, that was the dumbest shit ever. I loved it when I was like fucking.
It's so
fucking
good.
10 years old. I loved that shit. Horrible was when that bitch came out.
Fucking Skeksis.
Hey, Josh, before
you know what, I rubbed one out to that gelding. Gelfling.
Gelfling.
Yeah. I feel a little dirty for that. You know, Samson was rubbing it out to that one-eyed fucking witch.
I was just thinking of that bitch.
Dude, which one's better? Which one's better? Dark Crystal or Labyrinth?
Oh, Labyrinth for sure, man. Ass Girl was in there.
Yes.
S2S.
Labyrinth.
And David Bowie's in it too, and that just completely game changing.
Yeah.
Did you see the package on that dude?
Oh yeah, he was all about it.
It's David Bowie, man. What do you expect?
Yeah, I mean, if I'm not seeing David Bowie's package, then I'm like something's wrong here. This
reminds me of the Babe. Bee's arm in his pants.
What power?
Like, fuck, man.
Who do you do? Dude, what remind me of the Babe?
Yeah. Oh yeah, Jennifer Connelly, man. My I hate it that my brother's not here to like defend her honor.
Ass to ass.
Ass to ass. Ass to ass. That's for you, bro. That's for you wherever you are tonight. Ass to ass.
Yeah, she's somebody that's still freaking hot. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
S to S. Zorro. Goochman says Zorro the gay blade.
Dude, I'm sorry. Like that fucking Zorro with Antonio Banderas and Anthony Hopkins and Catherine Zeta-Jones, that was good shit.
Oh yeah, I enjoyed it.
Oh yeah,
I enjoyed it. Definitely. I haven't seen it.
Anthony Hopkins is the shit, man.
Yeah, he is.
Like I watched Silence of the Lambs the other day, like the second, like Red Dragon. I watched Red Dragon.
Red Dragon.
And I was like, and I mean, like, cause like Silence of the Lambs, you watch it and you're like, this guy's fucking pretty creepy. But like, you go into Red Dragon and you know you're gonna deal with Anthony Hopkins again, and it's like you already know what you're prepared for. And this guy is like fucking scary. Like he's perfected that role of just like at the foot of your bed, you wake up and there's fucking Hannibal the cannibal. You know, you're like, fuck me running.
I will tell you though, that Ray Fiennes gave him a good run for his money.
Yeah, he did.
As far as just scary.
Yeah. Well, he's fucking Voldemort, man. Shit.
Red Dragon.
Okay, he's not as scary now. Now that you realize.
You see his big old, his balls bouncing around like when he's running around the fucking house naked. You're like, shit, man. That takes a fucking like. Okay, anyone watch History of Violence with Viggo Mortensen?
Oh, of course, yeah.
Okay, this is
I
like
was not a fan of that movie.
It's the worst movie of all time.
So bad.
This is we can agree on, but there's a scene in there where he fights a couple of Russians in the shower room naked, and that's fucking kind of ballsy, right?
No, you're thinking of Eastern Provinces.
No,
Wasn't that Eastern Provinces not History of Violence?
No, he's thinking of Red Heat.
no,
Well,
that's
it was
what's Arnold Schwarzenegger.
That was a video also. No, Eastern Provinces was he played like a Russian mobster dude, like a legit. I'm pretty sure that was where that was at. Hang on, I gotta look now.
Naked Viggo Mortensen, naked shower fight, dude. Like I had some respect for him after that. Like History of Violence is the worst movie ever, but like
God, it's so bad.
Naked shower fight was like, damn, Viggo, you're the man. You know, shit, that takes some fucking balls.
You ever see that movie, The Walk Among the Tombstones or whatever, with old?
Is that Ryan Gosling?
No, it's fucking
Liam Neeson.
Liam Neeson in it.
Hey, it was Eastern Promises was where he has the fight in the Turkish bath.
That's what it was?
Yeah, hang on, I'm sending you the link.
I only watched History of Violence once, and it was like, oh my god,
it was so bad.
It was so bad. Like I was like, don't send me any fucking pictures of Viggo Mortensen naked. No, pretty, no.
You're getting it.
I'm sending you
straight up like 69's his wife in that movie.
No. Eastern Promises. It's not. You're thinking of a totally different movie.
What are we talking about?
Wait. No, yeah, that's in History of Violence, right?
No, we're talking about Eastern Promises. That's the naked bath scene.
Yeah, I know, but I'm talking about the fucking 69 scene.
Oh, when she's wearing the cheerleader's outfit.
Yeah, when she's in the cheerleader outfit.
Oh yeah, that makes that movie. Oh, also Cole Johnson, Shot Caller is a really badass movie.
Shot Caller is badass, but that's not Viggo. That's Jamie Lannister.
Yes. Tell you another movie that was talking about prison films. Brawl in Cell Block 99, I think is what it's called. With
yeah, that was good.
With what's his name? Vince Vaughn. Yeah, Brawl in Cell Block 99. That was actually pretty legit.
You know, it was good. Bronson. Have y'all seen Bronson with Tom Hardy?
I have not. I need to see that.
He's like, oi, you copper, oil me up. Get up in between my butt cheeks and everything. Get up in there, like oil me up real good. And then he has his cop like rub him down with fucking oil. Like he tells him, get up in the butt too. Like get up in the butt, you know. And then he fucking all these cops come in and he fucking like just starts wrestling him and they beat the shit out of him and he's butt ass naked. And I was like, fuck, man, that
sounds like a gay porno.
No, yeah, this is
Bronson, man. Y'all haven't seen Bronson? Dude, Tom Hardy, man, like that dude is fucking.
Is this what they play on the big screen at the biker bar?
Okay, I will. I know Bronson's on Netflix because I've seen it on it, so I will throw that up and watch that the next day.
Dude, it's fucking crazy, man. Bronson's fucking crazy.
Because I love Tom Hardy. He's good shit right there.
Yeah. When you like him up to the point where he's like, "Oh, get up in my butt." Oh yeah, get up in that butt with the grease. Oil me up. Yeah, because he's gonna fight all these cops, and he's got like to get all slick, you know.
He's gonna do the transporter fight.
Yeah, like butt ass naked, you know.
That's a good way to fight. Like, I mean, first thing you do, just take all your shit off and get butt ass naked. Like,
is that what they do at the biker bar?
I mean, like if you were gonna fight somebody and all of a sudden they just strip down to just stark ass naked, are you still gonna fight them?
Joshua.
Hell no. I mean, he's obviously at a disadvantage.
I mean, you ain't got nothing to grab. I mean, I guess you do have something to grab on too, but
yeah, you'll rip his dick off. Like, I'm not gonna fight because I'm not gonna fight to follow the rules. I'm gonna fight to whip your ass. You know what I'm saying? So, like,
it's not the 1840s where two guys putting up their fisticuffs.
Like my father taught me at a young age how to fight. He's like, all right. He goes, tell me you're going to kick my ass. I said, I don't want to do this, Pop. He said, no, tell me you're going to kick my ass. Of course, he was drunk at the time. And I said, I'm going to, and as soon as I got gun out of my mouth, he punched me in the face and knocked me on my ass. And I was like, he's like, you don't fucking wait. If someone's going to kick your ass, you take it to them first. And he goes, okay, rule number 2, tell me you kick my ass. I say, no, Pop. No, we just went through this. You're going to hit me in the face. He's like, no, tell me you kick my ass. I said, I'm going to kick your ass. He goes, hold on. And he turns around, looks around, and he reaches down and grabs a fucking 2x4. And he starts coming at me. And I'm like, what the fuck are you doing? Like, he's like, you don't fight fair. You fight something. He goes, if you fight, you're going to hurt your knuckles. You're going to hurt your hands. You grab yourself a weapon and then beat the shit out of it. So I was like, gee, Pop, shit.
That's good life lessons, man.
Thanks,
Oh, yeah. Yeah. Never lost a fight after that.
Kids, remember this. Take this home with you.
This is how you do it.
There's nothing more obnoxious than 2 assholes sitting there like rubbing chests and noses, just screaming at each other, just waiting. Go, no, you fuck, come on, motherfuckers.
Oh yeah.
It's like somebody just hit somebody or walk the fuck away.
No, I tell you what, the best fight I never had. I'm gonna tell you right here. Right, I was at the bar, right, and I'm at the bar, and I'm
the biker bar.
No, it wasn't the biker bar. It was not.
Fuck that word.
Totally different bar. But one of the bouncers comes up and says, "Hey, Josh, man, this guy outside says he wants to kick your ass." I said, "What?" He's like, "Yeah." He says you kicked him out of the bar or some shit like that. He's out there. I said, "Tell him I'll be there in about 5 minutes." Right now, I'm talking to some girl at the bar, and she says, "You gonna go out there?" I said, "Yeah, why not? This guy's he's talking and shit." So I walk outside, right, and the guy's in the middle of the fucking street, right, and he's like yelling, "Yeah, that's the motherfucker that kicked me out," and blah 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 blah. And I was like, and so I started walking towards him, and the bouncers started moving in with me, right, and I was like, "No, y'all stay here. It's cool. I got this." So I walked out there, and he's got like 3 or 4 of his buddies out there, and he's like bouncing around, and he's like yelling at me and shit like that. And I said, "What's the problem?" He goes, "Well, you kicked me out of the bar, motherfucker, and I'm going to kick your ass and this, that." I said, "All right." I said, "You want to do this? We could do this." I said, "I'll tell you what, though." I said, "After I kick your fucking ass, I'm going to pull down your pants and I'm going to butt fuck you in front of all your friends. And y'all are going to watch." And all of a sudden, the guy's face just like dropped. Like he was like, "Oh, well, maybe." Because I'll tell you what, you can come back from an ass whipping, but
yeah.
You can't come back from a butt fucking. You know what I'm saying?
No.
I mean, that's pretty much, you're pretty
like that.
like we need to get this motherfucker. What do you do? Like what do you say? I mean, if there's a slight chance, like even a 1% chance that I was serious, like
it's not worth it.
Yeah,
it's not worth it.
It's not.
Yeah, I will tell you guys in the chat. This is what you get with TFL. You get stuff like this for free. We don't charge you.
There's no Patreon here. We don't take your monies.
Other casts, they charge you to hear the good stuff, but we don't.
We go straight to the butt fucking. Yeah, we go straight.
That's actually going to be on a shirt, I think, for
TFL. TFL, straight to the butt.
Hashtag ass to ass.
Ass to ass. Ass to ass.
Oh shit! All right, guys. Well, we got to do the last feeding for the puppy. She's got her surgery in the morning, so.
All right, guys. Yeah, it was good having you on tonight.
Thanks for having us.
You guys in the chat, thank you for tuning in, man. It's good to see that you guys still out there, and being pretty on the way back from Dallas talked about it. We're gonna make a conscious effort to make some time and bring it to your face. I'm straight dick to face action. All day long, every damn day.
It's all about the butt fucking.
All about the butt fucking.
That's it. All day, every day.
Every day. Yeah, that's right. That's right. Hey, I tell you what. Another thing too. We do have an escalation league going on, so I think we're going to invite some of those guys. But if any one of you guys in the chat wants to step in and maybe join us, as a special guest, we'd be more than happy to get with you. Hit us up on Facebook. We'll send you an invite, and we'd love to hear what you have to say.
The bar is really low.
The bar is really low. We're not. Yeah.
They let me and Samson in, so the bar is really low.
Yeah, bring your best butt fucking stories, and we'll take it.
Yeah, we don't put on airs here at TFL.
Right.
There's no airs.
That's right. Just the air coming out of my ass. But we're not going to talk about that. That's another story for another day.
I got plenty of that in a truck coming back from Dallas.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Pretty's like, "What'd you get in the store?" I was like, "Pork rinds, chili cheese Fritos,
corn nuts."
He's like, "What the fuck are you doing?"
I'm just glad you had that milkshake at lunch. That way it was mostly through your system by the time we got in the truck.
Yeah, Michael, like I didn't even know, right? Like I was like, I'm gonna get me a milkshake at the fucking Whataburger, cool, no problem. And even Michael knew. He was like, "What are you doing?" And I was like, "I'm eating lunch." He's like, "No, man, what are you eating?" I was like, "It's a milkshake." He's like, and he turns to pretty, "You're a brave man." I didn't even realize what was going on at the time. But yeah, I tortured him. Yeah,
it was all good.
It was all good.
It was all good.
You old lactose tolerant.
Yep.
Yeah, I mean, and it doesn't matter like what nationality you are. When you turn 40, you pass 40, it's like everyone's lactose intolerant. It's like one of those things where you can't hide it. It's just
I've passed more gas the last 3 years than I did in the first 40.
Yeah. Yeah, and you don't even have to drink milk to be lactose intolerant. It's like, oh, I just had some, I just had a Gatorade. Yeah, I'm lactose intolerant. Oh shit, man! You're not really drinking that Mountain Dew, are you? Yes. Aren't you lactose intolerant? Fuck. Like it takes on a whole new meaning once you reach this age. Like fuck. Yeah.
Oh Jesus.
Like I gotta watch it when I piss, man, because sometimes I'll be like midstream and it's like, oh, anyhow, close the door and friggin', drop trowel. It's time for number 2. It's like I didn't sign up for this, but I got the bonus plan. You know what I'm saying? Shit. Welcome to old age.
Yeah.
We almost didn't get it. I think that's what just happened. It was the TFL. Josh had to talk about taking a shit before you sign out for the day.
That's right. That's right. I mean, I didn't take a shit this cast. Consider yourselves lucky. But I think I vacated my bowels today. Like there was nothing left.
Hey, but you know what? If you did have to take a shit on the cast, we wouldn't charge you for that either.
Nope.
That's right. No.
Entirely...
you get that for free. That's pro boner.
Yeah, pro boner. Just like when a lawyer does you work for free, pro boner.
We're all about pro boners here. Yep.
Whoa. What's this Colt Johnson talking about?
His wife loves Mel Gibson naked.
Oh, I forgot about that. But he's talking about guns. I don't know what kind of real guns he's talking about.
I don't know.
Space Force! Space Force!
300 short mag and a Glock 30. That's enough gun for me.
Oh, jeez. All right. Love you guys. I got to bounce.
Right. Peace.
All right, guys. Y'all take care. Peace out, you guys in the chat. We'll talk to you soon.
Adios.